We present you now the new version of the Apocalypse by Ruben Irizarry of 2019 with expanded interpretation, chapter by chapter. I hope IT will be a blessing to you. Let's start. Chapter 13. And I, 1, was placed on the sand of the sea. And I saw a wild beast coming up from the sea, which had 10 horns. The 10 horns is the world empire of the last days, which will function at the beginning, controlled by 10 kingdoms, working in the form of a council, and 7 heads. The 7 heads are the 7 world empires, which have existed during the history of mankind, and which have been intensely controlled by Satan. And on their horns, 10 diadems. These diadems are placed each one on each horn, and are powers granted to each one of the 10 kingdoms of the world empire of the last days, and on her heads names of blasphemy. These blasphemous names mean that each of the 7 world empires operated with much activity of intense blasphemy. And the beast that I saw was similar to a leopard, because the leopard knows how to chase its desired prey very well, and her feet were like a bear's, fit like a bear's, because the bear has very strong feet and it moves firmly on them, and her mouth like a lion's mouth, because the lion devours and tears his prey with great intensity, and the dragon, which is Satan, gave him his power, his throne and his great authority. And I saw one of her heads as a death wound. This head, with a death wound, is the world empire of 10 kingdoms that will rule the earth in the last days of this era. This world empire will suffer a great eternal rebellion by 3 of the 10 kingdoms, and her fatal wound was healed. The internal rebellion will be so great that it almost leaves the world empire of the last days momentarily inoperative. But this opposition will be controlled and defeated by the empire eternal satanic forces, where they will remove and uproot these 3 kingdoms of the world empire of the last days. After this world empire will rise up with more strength and power, because the population of the earth will see that it has operated with great dominion and power, and all the earth marveled at the beast. They will admire it, because this last world empire will be so powerful over all the earth, that the inhabitants will run after it, admiring the great dominion and power of it. And they worship the dragon, they worshipped Satan, worshipping the being that was totally possessed by Satan, the one who directed the entire world government, because he gave authority to the beast, because Satan gave all authority and power to the world empire of the last days, and worship the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast, and who can fight against it?" And he was given a mouth that spoke insolences and blasphemies, and the being, who was totally possessed by Satan, spoke blasphemies and offensive words, exalting himself with authoritarian behavior. And he was given authority to act for 42 months. And he opened his mouth to blaspheme God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, those who encamp in heaven. And it was given to him to wage war against the saints and to overcome them, and he was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. And all the inhabitants of the earth will worship him, those who do not have her name written in the Lamb's book of life, which has been offered as a sacrifice since the foundation of the world. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. If anyone goes into captivity, he will go into captivity. If anyone kills with a sword, he must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I saw another beast that came up from the earth, indicates that this beast is active, exercising functions on earth in the days before the formation of this last world empire, and it had 2 horns similar to a lamb, and that it has 2 horns similar to a lamb indicates that it has 2 powers and acts like a lamb, but that it is not a lamb. And spoke like a dragon, and that he spoke as a dragon, is that this beast is covered with a lamb's cloak, but that it is not a lamb. It is a beast that speaks under the dominion of Satan, and it exercises all its activity with the authority of the first wild beast. This indicates that this beast dressed as a lamb acts, receiving all the authority granted by the first wild beast, which is Satan himself, who also directs the entire world empire. And it makes the earth and all who dwell in it worship the first beast, which was healed from its wound of death. This second beast with 2 horns, which is dressed as a lamb, and which is the religious organization that operates during the last world empire, makes all the inhabitants of the earth worship the first beast, which is the last world empire led by Satan. And he does great signs, to the point that he still makes fire descend from heaven to earth before men. He causes fire to descend from heaven, as has been done on other occasions in the past, using satanic powers and religious acts, with the purpose of further deceiving all the inhabitants of the earth. And it deceives the men of God, it deceives the men of God, those who did not prepare with a solid foundation of the word. It deceives those who should have had a good conduct entered in these last days of this world empire, with the ability to make signs, which he was given to do, in front of the beast, telling those who dwell on earth, to make an image of the beast, which has the wound of the sword and lived, by having an image built for the beast, acts that have been done in the past as well. When in the Babylonian Empire, Nebuchadnezzar ordered that an image be built, so that it would be worshipped, and anyone who did not do it would be killed. And it was given to him to give breath to the image of the beast, so that even the image of the beast would speak, and cause all those who do not worship the image of the beast to be killed, giving the image lively behavior by speaking and giving orders to kill those who do not worship it. And he makes everyone, the small and the great, the rich and the poor, the free and the slaves, give them a mark on his right hand or on their forehead, and that no one can buy or sell except the one with the mark, the name of the beast or the number of the name of it. Here's the wisdom. He who has understanding, calculate the number of the beast. The beast that he represents is the entire organization of the world empire, because man's number is. And her number is 666, the number 6 is man's number. Satan will operate this last world empire using his Trinity. Trinity that is composed of the beast, the false prophet and the dragon, where Satan is the dragon. These three will operate in bodies of men, which will receive all the satanic power, being the world government totally directed by the diabolical Trinity. The satanic Trinity, operating each of these, using men. 1. The operation of the beast directed by men. 2. The operation of the false prophet directed by men. And 3. The dragon, Satan possessing a man. That is, each part of the Trinity directed using men, which is a triune organization, of 6, 6, 6. The number of the beast will be granted by the world empire to all who allow themselves to be marked and worship the beast. As a complement to this explanation, where the enemy works the world empire, using his diabolic Trinity, which is the beast working with men, the false prophet working with men, and the dragon working with man. That is, with men, in 3 areas, 6, 6, 6. It will be how the brand will be put on men. This brand defines that no man could buy or sell, except the man who, first, who has the mark of the beast, or second, the man who has the name of the beast, or third, the man who has the number of the name of the beast. This is a triune operation in identifying the mark of the beast for men, 3 forms for men, 6, 6, 6. This mark will be made when the world empire of last days is in operation. Because for the mark of the beast to exist, the world empire must exist and be in operation. The existence of a thing defines the existence of the other. This is very important, and I repeat it one more time. The number of the beast will be awarded by the world empire to all who allow themselves to be marked and worship the beast. This mark will be made when the world empire of last days is in operation. Because, for the mark of the beast to exist, the world empire must already exist and be in operation. The existence of one thing defines the existence of the other. Again, this is very important, and I repeat it for the 3rd time. The number of the beast will be awarded by the world empire to all who allow themselves to be marked and worship the beast. This mark will be made when the world empire of last days is in operation. Because, for the mark of the beast to exist, the world empire must already exist and be in operation. The existence of one thing defines the existence of the other.